think it was in 2012. I don't know the exact year, but I was a featured performer at the Wolfsonian Museum during Art Basel Miami Beach for vernissage. Anyway, when walking around the convention hall, I saw a Kurt Schwitters piece that was about this big. It was framed. Here I saw what was an incredibly influential piece of art, and I was struck by how humble the materials were. It was collage, I guess, with some form of glue and rubber cement, just cut paper. And the piece was about 4 inches, or if memory serves. And immediately what came to mind was the work of Ed Fella. So Ed Fella is an American graphic designer who's had a massive impact, a massive influence on contemporary graphic design. And Ed, over the course of a 25-year or 30-year period, I don't know how long, produced 11 by 17 inch, so tabloid, offset lithography, black and white prints. He would produce these in an edition of 50 or 100 or something. And what would that cost him? $50? This stuff has had a massive impact. The barriers to production in terms of money, space, material can be quite low. Take a look at the registration. Take a look at the registration, the method of registration, which is hot glue gun and cardboard and a rubber plate. This costs virtually nothing to make. The pieces are 6 inches by 8 inches. I think there's this misperception in a lot of contemporary culture among artists and designers that in order to make compelling and impactful work, that it has to be the result of a massive investment in terms of primarily materials and labor, but it doesn't really have to be the case. One of the reasons why I'm so interested in this is because, I love screen printing and I love painting, but screen printing is an incredibly messy endeavor. The cleanup is it's environmentally impactful, and the cleanup is crazy. So like when I'm at our studio, Shadowbrook, I can be with friends or I can be with my family, almost eating lunch and have this adjacent to the table. Now, not eating the ink, by the way, and be making work that I find both conceptually as well as formally compelling, and so I think that's a real shift in thinking that in our contemporary context, the way that through social media and through platforms like Instagram and the World Wide Web, how images are reproduced. Images are scaleless. This image online is scaleless. The cleanup with this is soap and water. The registration is just cardboard and a hot glue gun. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm interested in it because of the idea that it becomes a test bed for ideas, that you have the potential to make incredibly refined aesthetic objects, but they're made very, very simply and very directly, and there's a minimal investment in time and material, so that work just flows. I think that it is completely possible. I know that it's completely possible by looking at models that a relatively humble production methodology can be a test bed for ideas, and also can be a refined aesthetic object.